Electrical and Electronics Engineering, St. Joseph College of Engineering. I would like to thank our Chairman, Dr. B. Sipson. My thanks to our Principal, Dr. Vadi Seshagiri Rao Sir, and Dean Ma'am, Parvadardhani Ma'am, for their commendable assistance. Today, the event definitely useful for the participants. And today among us, our chief guest is Mr. Ganesh Ram. He is an enterprise SSD system engineer, intern Samsung Semiconductor in California. So we welcome you, sir, for sharing your views during this session, during this webinar session, and for accepting our invitation. So we are welcoming you, sir. So as you know, this is just an information about the St. Joseph College of Engineering. St. Joseph College of Engineering has gained high reputation in the society over past decades through academic excellency. It is also accredited by various centralized government organizations like NBA and NAC. And in NAC, we are the first coordinated for this who is coordinating this program. I hope for the participant this program will be very different, and it will be useful for all the participants. So I once again welcome all the participants for this program. Thank you.
Thank you, Swatish. Yeah, it's been a great privilege for me to read out the citation of today's dignitary speaker, Mr. Ganesh Ram Pamadi. Mr. Ganesh Ram Pamadi has completed his graduation under Anna University in the year 2015, and he has pursued his Master of Science in Computer Engineering at San Jose University, San Jose, California. And regarding his academic and achievement, he has been certified as a Red Hat certified engineer and Red Hat certified system administrator, and he has also done postgraduate diploma in embedded system design. And regarding his professional experience, he has worked as software development engineer at Embed UR Systems, and he has also worked in 10-member sustenance and development project for Cisco Systems. And he has also worked as independently engineered feature development for HP Aruba Networks 501 Workgroup Bridge. And he has also worked in a 2-member team for Open WRT board bring up. And to his credit, he also has a lot of projects under his credit, such as he has designed Canster, an autonomous self-driving vehicle, and he has also designed a 2D, 3D graphic rendering using transformation pipeline, and an infinity mirror, an unconventional entertainment box. And he has also designed a device control over IoT using IFTTT. He has also designed a solar-powered tricycle for the physically challenged people. And he also designed a realization of multi-axis solar tracking system. So these are the projects under his credit. And with this tremendous record, we are very glad to have him today for this session. We welcome you, sir. So now you can take on the stage to give a presentation, sir.
Thank you, Ms. For the brief introduction. So hi everyone. I hope the audio and video, they're not choppy, they are good. So hope you are doing well, and you guys are taking extra care of yourself during this pandemic situation. So can't believe like it's been 5 years since I've graduated from my college. Like time really flies fast once you guys start working and life gets super busy. So it's like talking to you guys really makes me feel young and energetic. Like it also reminds me of days where I used to visit St. Joseph for some tennis tournaments, followed by good lunch. Thanks to you guys. So I've always been having a great experience with St. Joseph time and again. So nostalgia apart, I'd like to thank Mr. Umesh here for coordinating this session, first of all, and the entire department of Tripoli and the St. Joseph College management for realizing the importance of such sessions and organizing this session. So it looks like this is the first session of this career series, and I hope this gives a good start to you guys, and hope you guys have a lot of fun. So, I'm sorry. Does anyone have any questions? Also, yeah. So yeah, feel free to ask questions over chat, over audio, however you may wish to. And I'll actually not use any slides. Keep the session very simple and straightforward. My only aim and agenda is to give you guys a clear pathway as to how to carry yourself uh, for your future. So, as I said, yeah, the main agenda will cover topics like the life in the US and talk about like how to showcase yourself, be it in front of your manager or during your interview or whatever the situation is, and also to focus what to focus in general for your in your future career, and also tips for useful time utilization, and finally you can have a small FAQ session as well. So I may have to bring it up forward, like I may be touching topics based on engineering domain. So people who want to pursue careers in management, it might not be entirely useful, but yeah, you can still have some key takeaways from my session. So yeah, I do understand that the this remote atmosphere is kind of challenging for you know for everyone to have a good sync, and for me especially to grab your attention. But trust me, like some things, or maybe whatever is applicable from my thing, I can assure you that it will play a really good role in shaping your career. So please give your full ears and try to concentrate, focus for the next 60 minutes or so. Yeah, I'd like to begin with the life in the USA. Like, can I get a rough estimate? Like, I know it's difficult. Like, maybe in chat, you guys can type whoever is willing to, pursue masters, especially in the US. I would appreciate like people if they just type a yes or something in the chat window, students. So just I can get an idea of how many people are interested to come. Anyone? Not even one? Okay, there's one. Okay, two, three. Okay, it's nice. Just four. Okay. Okay, I think yes, I see a couple of messages. Cool. Okay. So to anyone who wants to pursue masters in the USA right now, I think it's not a fruitful situation. Whatever the reforms and policies uh, that is being enforced students here, and obviously the situation that could your health into risk. I personally would suggest not to pursue for fall 2020. Uh, but yes, it is a good idea. You guys have to really, you'll have a lot of fun basically in the US. So it's a very different experience. Like it's like you should be on your own. There is no one around you. Like you may have your roommates, you may have your friends or something, but it's ultimately you and only you who's gonna travel with yourself in the entire journey. So you kind of have to be independent. So you have to plan well ahead, be calculative, stay focused, be passionate, and main thing is make good connections. So these are some of the key points you guys need to learn. Not just because if you want to pursue masters, but in general, this will be helpful. So like here, people follow rules. They can be reckless, but when it comes to rules, if it's 6 feet apart, it is 6 feet apart. So people like tend to follow a lot of rules, especially and there's nothing like shortcuts. Like you need to learn the hard way, the right way, and you need to work really, really hard to sustain in this fast-paced world and in this competition. Like it's a very competitive, and you guys you have to learn a lot of technology because even the technologies keep getting updated often. Not just if you are in the US, but even if you are there, even if you want to continue your passion and career, even in India, you have to learn these key skills if you want to stay out of the ordinary. That's what you call it, right? So here, uh, I'll talk about more later, like regarding the academic differences, how things are. But I'd like to say that here, grades are nothing. Nobody cares about your CGPA. Nobody cares if you're graduated. It's only in India where we see S grade, 8.5 above, placements, cutoff, all that. But here it's not like that. It's only your talent that will reflect how you talk to your interviewers, how you mesmerize them, how you project, how you advertise yourself. That's what matters here. So there is nothing like homework, writing, assignments, uh, makeup tests, nothing like that. So it's like full on learning and everything is like practical. Like as Mr. Umesh told, we made an RC car based on LiDAR and GPS. So I never had the chance really to work with LiDAR and GPS, but here, yes, you get exposed to a lot of stuff you have to learn, and it will be a fun experience. Like not just academically, it will also improve you as a whole, as a person. So that really helps a lot. And most importantly, people here, have to follow honesty. Like cheating, plagiarism, anything with respect to, projects, the code you write, and whatever the assignments, whatever it is, you should never copy. You should never cheat. It's like a crime, to be honest. So the professors, you won't believe this if I say, but the professors and universities have the right to detain your visa, deport you to your country, back to your home country, if they find you your material being copied from someone, even if it's after 2 or 3 years post your graduation. So people still reserve, the professors, the management still reserves the right to do so. So so you should not engage in such activity. So yeah, pretty much that's it. Everything else, like if you are in the California, I would say Bay Area, maybe where I am right now. It's like a mini India. Like you have Indian supermarkets, you have everything. People around you. So many Indians are there. So it's like a home away from home. Basically, you don't feel that. that distance. So yeah, I think that's a short sneak peek into how the life in the US is. So the next thing I would like to talk about is the internship. So I'm actually a system engineer intern at Samsung Semiconductors. So uh, I uh, I had yeah, one round of interview for that, and yeah, I got through. So there are no I like to tell there are no on-campus jobs at all. You have to search through portals, LinkedIn, Glassdoor if there are any openings, Handshake. There's one more portal there. So you need to search and you need to apply it yourself, or yeah, like through reference you can apply. That really works. You know, so it's like all those stuff will only help you get into the first. It's just an entry into the company. After that, it is you who have to, as I said earlier, advertise yourself, establish your knowledge and everything to go to the next round and get the result which you expect. So what we focus on right now is you guys must have heard about the solid state drives, SSDs. They are like the counterparts to the conventional hard disk. So my role it it actually focuses on performance analysis, debugging, and assess the KPI and all of that with respect to the SSD. So we learn the protocols like peripheral component interconnect, and NVMe, non-volatile memory protocol. So it is related to that. So yeah, I think that's it. Like basically, it's all. You might think, oh, what is this protocol? What is this? See, everything at the end is just zeros and ones, right? It's all with zeros and ones. So how you communicate, uh, how devices communicate, everything, it's all the form of zeros and ones. So the technique is straightforward. I wouldn't say it's simple. It's kind of straightforward. How devices, uh, encode the bits, how you decode, how you clock in. So that's high level differentiation of how each protocol differs. Let it be any protocol related to Wi-Fi, wireless network, or Ethernet, or anything. So it's all about zeros and ones. You, so you read the spec, you read how the protocol works, you read the clocking intervals or whatever, like the timing diagram, everything, how the zeros and ones are, being played by different hardware which the vendors make. And that is kind of pretty much, a base you guys should know if you are into this firmware and embedded, or, even a network engineer like that. So, so that's it. Like, it's about the foundation of what I learned. And also like it's it's very fun. It's some they take care of the interns really well. Like they have these daily meetings, they have these fun events. Like it's a remote atmosphere. Even then, they ensure that all the interns have the best moments of their life. So if you guys have any friends who are doing masters, you can also ask them how's the life as an intern. Like they really take care of you like their babies. It's literally like that. So you guys will have a lot of fun, especially if you're doing internship. You'll be having this one-on-one with the mentor, and the mentors will teach you. They'll pick up with you. They'll track your progress. So work is there, but at the same time, the fun is there. So they'll give you like suddenly they'll send you, surprise gifts to your house. You will be like, what is this? Who will send me this? So it's kind of fun, and it's a really good experience, I should say. So that's it about my life. In the Samsung semiconductors. That's pretty much how it goes, how it's been going. I still have three or four more weeks of internship left. So so far so good. So I want to talk about how you showcase yourself and how you effectively utilize time. Uh, you know, I may ask few questions for you guys. So uh, just type yes in the chat, or you guys, if you want to talk to me over audio, that's great. So speak up. That's the main thing I would expect here. I know it's difficult, but let's see how it goes. So, okay, here's the first question for you guys. Can someone tell me something out of the ordinary, which you guys learned during this lockdown? So I would say it could be very simple as so I learned to make jalebis. You guys know jalebis, right? So you know, so I learned to make them. So give me any one example, like what you guys learned. Tell me something. It's funny or interesting or honest, anything. I'll just give 30 seconds. I think. I think that should be fine. Can be anything like riding a bike or Oh, that's a good one, Tony. You did course in Coursera. Make noodles. Oh, that's great. Someone's entering the kitchen finally. Interesting. Blogging. Okay. What kind of blog? Is like a photography blog or what is it? Another cooking. Okay. A lot of cooking. Okay. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. Whoever answered first, I have something for you. So after the end of the session, just email me and expect something back in return. So who answered first? I think it's Tony. Tony, good job. You came up. You were vocal. I know through chat. So just shoot me an email. I'll promise I'll give you something back in return. That's cool. So that's the first lesson, guys. Come on, you guys have to participate. So it's very important nowadays in this world. Like you have to have a lot of connections to to get things done. That's how it is, right? You need to know someone somewhere to get things done. So that's what it is. It's like I would like to share a small incident. It's like during my flight travel, I was having this conversation with my co-passenger. He seemed to be having a good, lot of experience in the US. It seemed like, the way he carried himself and all that. So it was quite a nice chat. He even let me make phone calls from his mobile to my friend who was here to pick me up, and he even guided me till the exit. How this process works and all that. So it was really cool. And to my surprise, the first person who I even talked to during this flight, it was literally the first person who I talked to after I landed in the US. So he turned out to be a director of this huge company called 8 So I was like, I was like shocked when he said that. He was very down to earth and never seemed like one. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is make connections. You know, that's the best thing. You get to learn a lot of ideas. You get to know what is happening where. It's really useful. So you may help someone indirectly by sharing something and they might help you back in some other way. So make connections, participate. Tony made the first move. So expect you guys to participate, and sometimes it's rewarding. So yeah. Uh, Coming back to the thing. So since participation is like really important, uh, not just now, I would emphasize that keep participating, keep talking, keep networking, never feel shy. Never, I think you guys would have these placement training meetings and all that. Maybe in the first year also, like I don't remember the course name. Like you have to come to stage and talk, all that. I think soft skill training or something. So it's actually very good. It will help you a lot in the long run. So yeah, volunteering, participating, everything comes under that umbrella. And there are also key expectations in the interview. So assume there is some person who is very silent, who is very dull, you know. Uh, the interviewer might think, okay, maybe he doesn't know anything, he doesn't want to participate. It kind of gives you a negative impression. Don't be vocal, be participate. It will be useful for you guys, no matter where you are. So talking about interviews, yeah, I would say that keep learning. Someone said, I mean, yeah, again, Tony, he said he's doing some courses in the Coursera. So keep learning. Like it helps you a lot wherever you go, and you will, as I said, you will stand out of this ordinary set. Uh, you can project yourself. So keep learning, and mainly whatever you do, you advertise it either vocally, and main thing, establish. I hope many of you guys have LinkedIn profile updated. I don't know. So please update your LinkedIn profile. You know, there's no good time, bad time, anything. It's right now. So you guys should start updating your LinkedIn profile and your resume, or whatever you've learned. No mistake. Grammar should be perfect. Every single thing, every single letter, the recruiters will see. So, and moreover, if you make a mistake, if you send it, just think that document will stay with them for ages. You should never, make mistakes. Just review it multiple times. Uh, Go to your English department. That's what we did. I hope you guys are doing the same. Keep going there and rectify your resume. Search for people in the LinkedIn and stay yourself updated. I didn't do all this before because we didn't have such sessions, and I really didn't pay attention to all of this because I didn't know such things existed and such were the priorities. But I think that the sessions that right now, like I think it's a 12-day session or something, the sessions are really helpful, and uh, it will really transform from what you are now at this moment to tomorrow, whatever you are. It will be really helpful. So, if, invest time wisely. That's what I would say. Whatever it is. And yeah, I think that's it. So, next question. Ask hands. Ready? So, what do you guys think, or rather, which company do you think was the primary construction contractor for Burj Khalifa? Do you guys have any clue? The first answer wins. So, anyone? I think I'll post the question. You guys can be more specific. Okay, 10 seconds. No, it's not it. Okay, okay. I don't think nobody got it right. So actually, it was Samsung. Oh, okay. There we are. Akash. Akash, well done. I don't know if you really knew it. So yeah, I think that's the first correct answer. Good job, Akash. Yeah, Samsung. So how many I mean, I'm not gonna. It's not because I'm part of Samsung. I'm telling you this, but this came across this interesting fact. So no, it's not Vivo. Azim, sorry. So it's Samsung only, correct. So why I ask this is because you have to know a bit about what you are doing, and if you are working somewhere, you need to know what the company has done. I know you don't have to go from the starting, what the company, how it was started, and all of that. Uh, I didn't mean to tell that, but you need to learn, uh, what the company has been doing, what the projects are, what is the future scope, all that. You need to research about the company. I hope even they would have told this point in your placement training sessions if you guys have had one. So you have to research about the company. Even that will be one of the interview questions. So not many people will do that. If you research about this thoroughly and you know uh, make an impression with your interviewer, then you'll be like, okay, he is prepared to work. That will be the first thought. Imagine yourself like if you're in the interviewer position and you see the student uh, coming up with, hey, I want to work in this technology. I think your company does this, so I'm very eager to do that. So it's like it strikes an impression on the to the interviewer. Okay, this guy is prepared and he is ready to work. He's very eager to work. That's the main thing. So try to do that. Uh, I think yeah, that's it. And during your work, also like you need to involve. Uh, don't be self-centered. It's not just you, your work. Talk to others. Interview with other team members. See what the other team members are doing. Uh, do be active. So it's like one of I like to share a small grim incident, very small grim incident. Like uh, my company had some problems, and like one of my team leads, or I should say the team lead, got laid off for some reason. And since uh, I knew what were the issues, and what other people were working on. My team, what others were working on. I was the interim team leader for the team. It's not about boasting or bragging, but I'm just saying that it will create a trust, and it will create a sense of sense of responsibility uh, uh, to the upper management. Okay, this person is capable. So that is the first. That is first of all why they thought, okay, I can lead the team temporarily. Why temporary? Because I didn't have enough experience. So maybe temporarily, like they thought, okay, 3 4 months you can do it, and they entrusted me with that responsibility. So that is going beyond extra mile. That's a very key example for that. So you know such things, if it happens to you, then you will know where you are in the society with respect to your other colleagues and peers. So I would encourage you to not just focus just on yourself, but also play as a team. Uh, so I'd also like to tell that whatever you do, just learn everything deeply, because mm, because the initial days uh, and the situation you are in right now, you will have the least responsibility. We don't need to care about anyone or anything right now. So, but once you have promotions, once age in life, lot of responsibilities come in, like uh, personal, career-wise, everything will come. So that time you may not find enough time to do some stuff. Have fun. Even whatever makes you happy, you guys can engage and keep learning. You can you can have the best time. This is the right time to have the best time. So that's what I would like to tell here. So next question: who's the founder of Linux? Linux, Linux. Linux. Someone's googling, I guess. Anyone? Okay, there we go. Linux Torvald. Yeah, yeah, that's correct, guys. You gotta be a little fast. Good job, Divya. So yeah, everything, any system now, this is gonna be a little bit of into an engineering domain. So every system, most of the systems now, everything, most of it is based on Linux. I would say that is like the fundamental. Read Linux fundamentals, like uh, you know there are it's a very huge domain. So I would say like you can either master it through Coursera or any YouTube videos, or you can do some certification courses. I did because I had a inclination towards learning it. You can do it that way, or do some small projects. You guys should have heard about Raspberry Pi. It's a very friendly board, so you can try all that. It's not about I don't want to stress the importance about this Linux. What I'm trying to tell is, like, since most of the systems are based in Linux, Unix, all that, uh, I would like say focus more on that. Linux, that will be the core. That will be the core for you guys, especially if you are in the software industry, and even if you want to go into firmware or embedded systems, Linux is the important prerequisite you should be knowing. And trust me, even my final round of interview, the second managerial round, he asked me if I know Linux. So back then in 2015 also. So I think Linux has always been important, is important, and will also be very important. So, so this is for engineering, software engineering related stuff. So if it's firmware or embedded related, yeah, you guys have to learn. Uh, you know, you need to have some basic knowledge on some protocols, simple protocols. It can be like I2C, UART, SPI, anything. Those are all very widely used protocols. So you can learn that. That will be the fundamentals. So you can invest time on that, and you can tell them that, hey, look at this. I have all these experiences. Uh, Out of my own interest, I did. So, and that is also going beyond extra mile, I should say. And C language. How did I forget that? You should learn C no matter what. Any field you go, because everything is, it helps you develop a lot of logical thinking, and how to optimize things, all that. So that is a deeper part, but you need to learn Linux, C language. So it's like the base for every other language, as you guys know. I know we would have learned uh, C, I think, as part of FOCP, right? Fundamentals of Computer Programming. My first semester subject. I still can't forget that. I think FOCP, and then what else is there? Oops. I think, yeah, we learned oops. So C++, that's very important. You'll be asked a lot of questions. Even now they're asking me questions like, in the Samsung interview they asked, what are the storage classes? All that. So yeah, C will be with you. He will be a lifelong companion. C and Linux will be a lifelong companion. So you should learn. Uh, or maybe you can drill into topics like C threads, sockets, all that you can start if you have enough knowledge on C. you can do that. And Python also you can learn because it's heavily used in the industry. So you can learn Python. Makes your life very easy. C means like in the C you need to if you want to sort either quick sort or bubble sort, whatever, you need to implement your own algorithm, all that. In Python, it's like very simple. You just use the sort function, something like that. You have ready-made APIs for that that will help you do all this. So yeah, that's why I'm telling like I know marks are important. Our system there, it's like that. We need to score marks. That is the primary thing. But at the same time, I would tell invest your time in this, like learning all this C, Linux, uh, Python, or whatever language, Golang, or anything, whatever you are comfortable with. Just learn at least one programming language. Others will literally be, it will have almost the same concept. So that will be like the foundation uh, as well. And I don't know, like if you guys heard about Lead Code, LEET Lead Code. It's quite popular here. It's like a coding platform where there'll be a lot of questions and like questions. It will be practice questions, like find the sum of two numbers, something like that, starting from that small, easy level till the hardest level, like graphs and all that. And we'll also have company specific questions. So I would say like use this for just for practicing coding problems, and that will help you strengthen your core. So I'm not sure, like with respect to management, I'm not sure what exactly you guys need to learn, or I don't know if you guys even need to learn about the core logic and all this, because I feel they're already. Uh, I feel comparatively they're not that important. I feel that engineering technology needs strengthening of the core rather than in management. But I may be a little bit wrong, but I'm not sure. So I can vouch for the uh, students who want to take up career in the engineering domain. Yeah. So yeah, I think I've covered everything. Mm, Finally, I have a request for you for the faculty members. Uh, Actually, emphasize. I know, like we have a lot of theories, like eight papers. Each each course has a lot of content to learn. I understand all that is there, but you guys have to it's a request. Like you can also teach practical stuff. Something like you can go at least a class a month. You can forego without teaching the you know subject-based classes, but you can rather you can teach. You can really bring up a transistor. You can really bring up some take them to the machines lab, or you can have that active engagement. Like we didn't have that much when we were doing our undergrad, but now I'm not sure if it is there. It's really good. So one incident I'd like to share. I still remember Umesh sir pointing out to me in one of the classes. He was like, I think he said he asked me to explain about NPN common emitter configuration. I still remember that he asked me because I was like, I was not listening or something. And now you guys should know why I still remember the formula for DC current gain. Beta is equal to del IC by del IB. So it's like it's like you know I'm trying to emphasize like active participation like that. Active engagement really goes a long way. Uh, I think even yeah, Miss Sir actually had a lot of interactions. If I remember, like many of his classes used to bring projectors, PPT, explain stuff. Something out of the ordinary that will spark an interest within the student community. Here we don't have chalkboard method at all. We only have what do you say, either it's projector or either it is YouTube video or sometimes sketchboard, mechanism of teaching. But it's really, really practical. Trust me, in my second semester, I didn't even write even one word of notes. It's all PPT based. Professors give you PPT, you just have to learn. Only that will come in the exam. Exams are like very easy here. Nobody cares. It's only the assignments that will take time and the projects which you do, as Mr. Umesh emphasized. That will only take a lot of time, and it's like a sweet pain. You might have to stress out long hours, but the result of it, so much you learn. So I should also thank like my university as well, my college, Ishwari. Uh, Initially, I had this freedom of going to a lot of symposiums, participating. You know, uh, that's how I made the solar tracker. Like in my second year, it was just a mini project me and my friend did at my place. So we went to so many universities. We presented a paper as well as we presented the project, uh, and I also came to St. Joseph. So we actually made a lot of contacts, and it was a very good experience. I say so. I'm not sure like if you guys are from third years or fourth years or whatever, but yeah, try to if you guys have time, try to do some projects, and even the faculty can have a mini expo. I know there's a final project exposition, but you can also have this mini project, and please be more liberal to students. Tell them to go out, participate. I know that there'll be some people playing COD, CS 1.6, Age of Empires, all that games will be there. Yeah, you can play, no issues, but also make proper use of the symposiums, because otherwise, if you guys just play all that, then even the management will be like they'll be strict about not sending you guys. So give them OD. I don't know what you call. Is it still OD or I don't know. Give them, offer them OD. Um, Tell them you can at least participate. If you want to restrict them, yeah, maybe 2 symposiums a year or something. But just make sure like everyone, everyone has a lot of fun in their college life. That will definitely be create a lot of difference, and people be very interested. You know, to even come to college. Be honest, like the next day. So they'll be like, okay, what does my university have next for me? Like, you know, those are few pointers I wanted to bring. And this thing, like a lot of universities also have faculty who are pursuing their PhD, or they've already submitted some IEEE papers. Uh, so I would say like give students an ask me anything session about your research. It will help them. It will help their cognitive skills. Okay, so you can do this with this technology. Okay, we can also do this. It might spark at least to one or two. It may definitely spark. They'll be like, okay, when I want to publish, let it be even a local journal. Uh, you can such such AMA sessions about this uh, paper presentation, all that you can encourage. Uh, so yeah, these are few requests like to all the faculty, like make the class engaging, like show them the practical demo videos, uh, allow them for the symposium, keep them more liberal, and please share your research experiences or anything to the students as well. So, like they only know everything that books, and most of it is like imaginary. Okay, we have to imagine this works like that. Okay, but uh, some things will make sense. Like if all these things were put into force. So it's a kind request to the management as well. Uh, any department or anyone, it's just a general request. Like, if you incorporate all of this as part of the regular curriculum, it will be like very useful to the students. Yeah, I think with that said, I'd like to conclude here. So I'd like to say that hard work always leads good results. How much successful you become depends on how much effort of hard work, sincere hard work you invest and the time you invest. And keep working hard, guys. Educate yourself, uh, have fun, and I think the rest of the things will fall into place automatically. And I hope this session helps you uh, from this very moment, helps you to look things with a different perspective, aim for things with a different perspective, and you guys can, you guys will start working uh, to achieve your dreams. I think, yeah, that's it. Any questions? Uh, I know, like, it's like I'm staring at just my face for the whole time. I'm not able to see you guys. Uh, I don't even know if I'm talking to myself or if there is really an audience sitting behind. So yeah, I think we have few more minutes. We can have an interactive session. Anyone for some questions? Anyone want to talk about? Anyone wants to talk about anything? Oh yeah, I have to share my email there. You guys can mail me here all the prize winners. Yeah, any other questions you guys want to discuss, or you might want to request the faculty, like, you can do this. Be open, you know, be open for feedback. This is the time. Nobody's gonna, judge you or do anything. It's for you good, your good, and also for the, betterment of the future students who are gonna come, right? So if you guys want to make any suggestions, or if you guys have any questions for me, if you feel I've missed anything, if you want any particular information, then shoot your questions. Or if you guys want to email, LinkedIn, anything, I'm available. I'll just wait for 15, 20 seconds. If anyone wants to unmute and speak, please go ahead. Guys, you'll be rewarded. Come on, even if it's a simple question, it's fine. Okay. Okay, can you guys speak up? Audio unmute, speak up. Video is up to you guys, but yeah, you guys can talk to me directly. Be more vocal. So who wants? Okay, PPT putting us PPT illa thambi. Like, I don't want to have it like, a normal session, but it was a very straightforward conversation. Like, I don't talk anything technical or anything. So if you have any specific question, you can always reach out to me on my email. Uh, there's there's nothing like you need to take notes or something. If that was there, then I would have definitely made a PPT. Uh, but I don't have any formulae or something. I just shared my experiences. It's just a storytelling. You don't need pictures for that. Okay, what else is there? You said we should be vocal in interviews. So is it not right to be calm in interviews? Should we be animated? No, I think what I meant was, that's actually a good question. You don't, if you're really calm and silent in the interviews, then how will you project yourself? I'm talking being more vocal in that sense. Like if you have any, something which you have done, something which you have not put in your resume, something, something, something that you have done, like nobody else would have done, or if you feel something different, just project it. That's what I meant by being more vocal. uh, Not like you always have to be calm, silent. Okay, next question from Naveen. What courses to learn coding? There are like millions of courses in uh, you know Coursera, LinkedIn Learning, and if you, I wouldn't say there's no particular course. Just download the IDE, Turbo C++ or anything, or get a Linux system, Ubuntu install, Red Hat, and something, and just start coding. That's it. You just need to have a GCC compiler and start coding. There won't be. It's a very simple task, and there are lots of YouTube videos and lot of blogs, because C has been like universal, right? Like umpteen number of blogs, so there's no particular uh, site or anything. But there is this guy, I think, in YouTube, there is this, I think Mr. Abdul or someone, he's part of some academy. He teaches really good. His lectures about coding is really good. Maybe let me just let me just search. Oh yeah, there it is. You guys can watch his videos for C. I think you can. Uh, I think, yeah, that answers your question, Naveen. Uh, Kirtana, okay. Guidelines for GATE. Uh, I wrote GATE. I didn't prepare that much, but I just gave it a try. If you're really interested, then I would say, like, obviously the curriculum which the university provides might not be sufficient. You may need to, again, watch a lot of YouTube videos. There are NPTEL videos. You can just Google NPTEL videos, or enroll yourself into some academy that will give you a good foundation. Uh, that's what I've heard from my friends who have cracked it. Uh, Next question from Aran. Okay, which domain would hype in market after this lockdown? Uh, okay, before that, just call me Ganesh. No need sir and all. Uh, just be informal. So after this lockdown, okay. Um, I don't know. Like, I actually can't predict what it's going to be out of lockdown, because looking at everything, whatever is happening. I don't know when this lockdown will even be reflected. But yeah, as I said, be open to any opportunities. Like, uh, nowadays, like many people have been impacted job wise, and many people are even ready to work in anything. Like even if it's a developer, he wants to go into qualification team, like, because maybe his role was, maybe he was, the company had laid him off or something. I would just suggest, like, be open for anything. Learn Python if you want to excel in automation, and learn, as I said, C, Linux if you want to excel in development. Have everything ready. Have your resume and ready. And when job recruiters start, start their recruiting, just sell out your resume. Put it on LinkedIn. Just sell it out, and they'll be like, okay, he knows stuff. He's been studying during the lockdown. He's been preparing himself. So that would serve the purpose. One more question from Kalayarism. How to prepare for GATE? I think I answered that. So UPSC, I'm not sure, but maybe one of my friends wrote the exam. Maybe I can uh, ask her and let you know. Just shoot out an email to me. Careers in Python, yeah, a lot of careers in automation, qualification, testing, and even in development. It's like very powerful language. So you can actually learn. It's worth learning, as I told in my session. Okay. One more from Akash. In IT company, really they send us back home after 10 to 12 years. I don't know how much that is true because people I know, like, they are still there. They're all like really good managers. So it will really depend upon performance and only performance. So if you perform well, that means that shows you're dedicated, that shows you're sincere, that shows you're putting a lot of hard work. So I think performance is one key thing that plays, and also a person's interest, like and the mental ability to take up the pressure. Because the further you age, the further your responsibilities increase. As I said, uh, the type of role you need to mentor a lot of people. You need to, the interns or the freshers. You will be leading a team of 10, 20. So some people might not like. So even that could be one of the reasons why they would have left the job or something. But company laying off, I am not sure. It really depends upon company situation. As I said, my team lead, it happens. Uh, that's a personal experience. That could be very various reasons, but we can really not say that after 10 to 12 years they might, send us back. Next question. How to learn data science? So, yeah, data science is like booming over here. Everyone, I have taken computer engineering and focusing on embedded systems. But most of the people here, they are taking computer engineering with data science. And because of the demand, this year at San Jose State, they have started MS in, it's no longer, it's just like MS in computer engineering and MS in software engineering. There is something called as MS in data science. So because of that, so much demand, they've started such a course. So again, for data science, yeah, you may need to learn from LinkedIn, because that's what LinkedIn Learning uh, and the Coursera, they have actually taken paid courses. That's what I heard from my friends. Like courses are really good for data science, and data science is just not like machine learning. There are like lots of stuff in data science. So you really need to know uh, what exactly you want to specialize on. Maybe in something like supply chain, or what to say, data mining, ML, NLP, whatever it is. You need to first know what you are interested in. I would say a quick Google search would suffice. Like you can see all the open source projects in GitHub, what they have done. You can try to implement. You can download the code, study. You can see the description of the project, and then you will be able to certain what kind of interest you have, and then start learning. Because I don't think there are really data science courses in the undergraduate level in most of the universities. So I would say whatever you want to learn, going online is the best resource. Next one from, 。 Harsh, is Samsung involved as a 5G vendor? I'm not sure if I can answer that, but there is something going on with that after the Huawei ban. Yeah. So next one from Tony, tricycle. Explain about your tricycle. Yeah, I don't have. I have not created a repository or something as such for that, but yeah, again, like you can email me and I'll share more details about that because given the time constraints, I cannot share the entire thing. So it's basically like we have a solar panel that is attached to the tricycle, and you can manually pedal the cycle and also and make it move. And also there'll be a motor connected to the tricycle that is powered through the solar charger. I mean solar panel via a controller to the battery. So you can either manually pedal it or you know turn the switch on as simple as that. You can regulate the speed and the tricycle will move. So that's a very, very, very high level. Yeah. Saumya, what is the this is the best source, best source for what? Maybe you can rephrase a question a bit, but generally best source is online. There are a lot of things. Follow Quora, follow Reddit to know all the latest happenings that's going around. So that should be the best source. From Sirisha. Okay. On upcoming days, AI plays main role in MNCs. Okay. So can you give deep explanation on AI? So for AI, it's like you need to learn. It's all artificial intelligence, right? It's more of into autonomous learning. You need to learn lot of NLP, autonomous related knowledge, ML, mainly ML. You need to learn a lot of that, and you need to. I don't think the undergrad courses will even offer. They are very advanced. So I don't think the undergrad level, even in masters, uh, uh, not many universities offer just the AI course. So kind of advanced. So I would say you have to research further on that online to get more information on that. Next one from Arangan Rishikesh. Okay. Which one to choose? Freelancing or working in a company? My friend used to freelance uh, when he was searching for a company. In between that, just to improve his resume and improve his skills. And finally, you have to. It should be a contract basis. You need to be a full-time employee to assure your job, assure your living, because you cannot keep freelancing just like that. In here, it is totally different. There are a lot of freelancers, and they get paid huge sums of money, freelancing, contractor portions, temporary portions. But there in India, only if you are full time, they'll recognize you. Your job assurance will be there, and these are the two things that's required, right? When anyone's doing a career. So I would say do freelancing uh, in the initial stages. Like if you're searching for a company or in the transient stages where you're switching companies and there is still more time to join uh, another company, or if you're taking some personal break, if there's any gap here which you want to take, you can do freelancing. Apart from that, if you want a proper uh, uh, future, secured future, then I would say uh, enroll enroll yourself into a full-time job because that will make your resume heavy rather than compared to freelancing. Javia, career in automation. Yeah, one of my friends, he colleagues, I should say, back in India when I was working for embedded systems. He's into automation. He was doing automation. Even now, he is doing automation in some other company. Yeah, a lot of automation jobs are there because there's also obvious talk that once you automate, things, uh, there'll be a downfall for the actual number of workforce that is required for a job, right? So it's actually a booming sector for now. Automation scripts, all that. Actually, part of my work at Samsung is on automating by writing scripts. And any other questions? There is one from Akash again. Is blogging still a good thing in 2020? Uh, as a main career, I don't think uh, it will be a good thing unless it's really, really good. And making a career out of it, I'm not sure how that works. And but yeah, you can continue blogging because you can still put it in your resume. If it's technical, it's really good. If it's something non-technical, something like food or travel, anything you can, that will also help you. But I'm not sure how much it will help you in the interview. But yeah, as a passion, you can. But to make career out of it, I don't think that will help you. I mean, it's just my personal opinion. Again. They want to do masters in the US. What are the requirements? As I said, you need to learn a lot of fundamentals because here they'll anyway teach you, but still you'll be well ahead. Uh, Start your project early. Talk to people over LinkedIn. Get to know what is the curriculum about and everything. Get to know well in advance, so you can also prepare in advance. You can prepare your finances. You can get tips on how to uh, you know how to survive in that particular locality. What is there? Uh, you know, Starting from very minor trivial things like the climate, because I personally don't like staying in a very cold region. That's why I actually chose the southern part. Like I applied for uh, Texas, Texas, Arizona State, and San Jose State. So let's say like my choices are like based on the climatic factors as well. So everyone will have their own preferences. So you have to talk to them. So masters is not just about studying. It's all about uh, how in what kind of environment you are comfortable in and how you survive there. So it can even be like, are there Indians there? Where are the Indian supermarkets? My friend used to travel like 2 hours for getting groceries, but for me it's just 15 minutes. It's just one bus. So, uh, but academically, if you want, like you can start. Uh, you have to obviously see if your university requires TOEFL or IELTS and write GRE, maintain good GPA, and yeah, I think that's it. I think, how do we win scholarship for masters in US? Currently, like not all universities offer scholarships, but there is UTD, University of Texas at Dallas. They offer $1,000 scholarship, and you need to write message. If you really if the states are really moving, then they might offer you 50% fee, which is called as in-state fee. So apart from that, for the international students, there are not many scholarships. But for the undergrad and sorry, not for the undergrad, for the domestic students and and the minority people, so they'll have a lot of scholarships. But unfortunately for us, there won't be any scholarships. So what you can rather do is get into part time. It's you can earn a lot. You will really enjoy also. You can be a TA, RA, or work in hostels. You get paid. I mean, in the California, the minimum wage is like $15 an hour, so you get paid like that. Uh, so yeah, you can manage your daily expenses and rent through the scholarship, and also helps you in paying waiving off the loan, and also get into internships. That will also be a good source of you know, income, and that will really reduce the burden also. Uh, I think that's it. Just let me know if I missed any questions. I don't. I hope I didn't. You guys can repeat the questions. If you have any other questions, you can ask. If not, then good luck, everyone. Just email me or message me on LinkedIn if you have any other questions. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Ms. Mesh, for organizing this, and yeah, and also Swatish that you do.
Okay, thank you, Ganesh Ram. It's been a wonderful session for students, I think. So they would have benefited a lot from your words, and this could really help them to develop their future and plan their future ahead in this tough time. And I thank you a lot for accepting my invitation. So
Yeah,
now,
no issue.
okay, thank you. Satish, now you can proceed, man.
Yes, Swatish. Thank you, sir, for answering all the students' questions patiently. On behalf of management of St. Joseph's College of Engineering, Department of Tripoli, and all the participants gathered here, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to Mr. Ganesh Rampandi for his active presence and presentation today. Thank you for inspiring and encouraging all the participants with all the simple questions, sir. Your approach towards grabbing the participants' attention throughout the session was really admirable. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. And I am sure you have chiseled this code to the young minds today. Once again, thank you, sir, for influencing all the minds to learn and face challenges so that they work for their extra mile in life. You have made the first session of Road to Success a very successful one. Thank you for your presence, sir. It was a great honor for us, and it was indeed a great pleasure to listening to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for that.
Okay, Ganesh, we can wind up the session. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, guys. Good luck. See you soon.